Hello world, it's Siraj, and today we're going to be talking about DefiYield. DefiYield is a decentralized finance dashboard. It's a cross-chain asset management dashboard. We're going to look into how it works, and then we're going to build our own what's called farming app, or DApp, I should say, using Solidity and Ethereum. So this dashboard is basically unique in that you can connect your MetaMask, which is your Chrome browser wallet, to it via any third-party wallet, and then you can see a bunch of different numbers here that correlate to portfolio and things like that. But if you do yield farming, you might have difficulties calculating your exact profit and loss for your yield farming position. DefiYield shows this profit and loss only for the assets, but soon they're going to be showing the profit and loss for your yield farming position, impermanent loss, earned trading fees, and claimed rewards. It's kind of like the Robinhood of DeFi, where in a single platform you can access everything you need in DeFi, like tracking your portfolio, investing and staking, yield farming, things like that. They're even going to have their own DeFi airdrop for DefiYield users. And they're running a private sale right now. The IDO is planned for January. It's backed by strong investors like Coinbase Ventures and things like that. But it's been worked on for many years. You can see a great example of what a good DeFi dashboard looks like here, which we can build as well. But it's a pretty cool tool. I love all of the different aspects here: portfolio, staking. You can see all the different staking options they have. You can see all these different possibilities you can use for yield farming. And they even wrote this book, The Wall Street Era is Over: The Investor's Guide to Cryptocurrency and DeFi, the Decentralized Finance Revolution. So I've been reading this book. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's pretty cool. But let's get to building our own yield farming app. Before we do, check out this research paper platform called Our Discovery. So if we wanted to search for something like, I don't know, some Ethereum or cryptocurrency research papers, this is a great tool that I found to find them and be able to index them and find related papers very fast. So if we type in Ethereum, we can see some random Ethereum research paper here. We can see a bunch of keywords associated with it, and then we can see recommended papers as well. So that's something that's really cool. I thought I wanted to share with you guys. But let's get to building. So I found this really cool decentralized app demo by Andrew Fleming on GitHub. Basically, it lets you stake and unstake a coin. In this tutorial, he calls it PMKN farm. We can call it whatever we want, but basically this is an example of yield farming. It's a really simple demo that allows us to stake some token, earn some yield, unstake it, and then withdraw the yield. So let's get into building this and how this works. Okay, so to do this, we're going to be using what's called hard hat. We're going to be using NPM, which is the node package manager. Hard hat is basically your all-in-one solution for building decentralized apps. So let's go into terminal and we will start installing our dependencies. The first one will be hard hat. Then we're going to open up hard hat and we're going to create an empty config file. We're going to install TypeScript, which is just a language for testing purposes. And then we're going to install a few other scripts for hosting smart contracts and for timing functions and things like that. And once we're done with that, we're going to make sure that we're in the right Solidity version. And then we're going to use an existing smart token contract. Basically, this is just going to mint us a token, however many we want, and it allows us to transfer ownership to ourselves or to somebody else. But that's going to be our first smart contract. And then our second and only last main smart contract is going to allow us to create this yield farm. So let's go into all the things that are included in this yield farm. So first of all, we are going to build the skeleton of the project. So we're going to need functions that allow users to stake their funds. We're also going to need a function to unstake their funds and then withdraw their yield. So those are the three core functions. We'll start by importing both the token contract and the EIRC20 contract. Then we'll declare some state variable mappings and events for the front end. And let's go over the constructor and straight variables and events. So, the start time is basically keeping track of the timestamp for the user's address in order to track the user's unrealized gains. So that's the first part. And then we're going to declare a name variable for testing. And then let's get to the core functions here. So for staking, it's first going to require that the amount parameter is greater than 0. So you have enough DAI, which is a stable token. And the conditional is going to check if they've already staked it. If so, it adds that yield to the balance, and that ensures that the accrued yield does not disappear. The user's got to approve the contract's request to move their funds, and then they can sign the transaction, and then it emits the stake event to allow any kind of front end that we built to easily listen for that event. For the unstake version, we take the same isStaking mapping to equate to true, and we require that the requested amount to unstake isn't greater than the user's stake balance. So we're going to declare a variable equal to calculate yield total, and then we're going to have this check function. So this logic is going to update the staking balance mapping and transfer the DAI back to the user, and then we're going to update the balance mapping, and that's how we're going to unstake it from this smart contract where it's held in perpetuity. And then lastly, for the withdraw yield function, we're going to require that either the calculate yield total or the balance holds a balance for the user. And if there is money in there, then we can withdraw it. And it's going to evoke the mint function to transfer that token directly to our user. There's also these two helper functions, calculate yield time, just subtracts the start time from the user's address, current timestamp, and then the calculate yield total. It allows the automated staking process to occur. But once we have that, we can go back to terminal, we can compile it, and we can test it, make sure that all of the test logic works. So that's this simple tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe for more programming videos. And for now, I got to go make some more smart contracts. So thanks for watching.